So the same mechanism goes on inside our body. So whenever we breathe in air, whenever the air moves inside our body, at that time what happens? The lungs, they expand. When the lungs expand, the space in the chest cavity, it increases. And when the space in the chest cavity increases, what happens? It gets filled up. The ribcage gets filled up with the air, and so the diaphragm moves down. Exactly opposite happens when we exhale air. Means when the air moves out of our body. When the air moves out of the body, whenever we exhale, at that time what happens? The lungs, they contract. सिकुड़ जाते हैं. And when the lungs, they contract, at that time what happens? The chest cavity space also decreases. When the chest cavity space decreases, the diaphragm comes up to its original position. That is, the diaphragm moves up. I hope you must have understood with this concept as to how the diaphragm moves down when we inhale the air, and how the diaphragm comes up to its original space when we exhale the air. So this is exactly the mechanism of inhalation and exhalation that takes place inside the lungs. Now, you must have seen many a times that whenever we run fast, at that time we require some extra energy. This extra energy, whenever we require it, what happens? At that moment, our breathing becomes faster. Whenever our breathing becomes faster, then what happens? If we inhale more air, what will happen? More amount of oxygen will move inside our body. When more amount of oxygen will move inside our body, at that time what will happen? There will be more breakdown of the food molecules, which will help in generating extra amount of energy. I hope you must have understood as to what happens exactly when we run or when we do some strenuous exercise, when we require extra amount of energy.